Good evening. This is Rocket Shop, Big Heavy World's local Vermont music radio hour, every Wednesday from 8 to 9 p.m. on 105.9 FM The Radiator, WOMMLP Burlington. Local musicians come on and chat with us and share their music on the radio. I'm your host tonight, Genevieve Rossi, and I have the pleasure of welcoming Jacob Green. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Could you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and your music?
What can I say? I used to be quite a traveling musician, a bit of a vagabond, and I'm a one-man band. I play multiple different instruments at once and multiple different string instruments. And let's see, I've been living in Vermont for the past 3 years. Basically, once I had a daughter, decided to settle down a little, so that's how I got here.
Awesome. Do you want to start us off with a song?
Sure. I'm gonna ease into it a little. This one I can wave at the same time. It's called The River Blues. Ride the river, mama, from morning to the night. Surge the river over, surging for it bites. I grab my boat, throw my net, hope I might get a catch. Ride the river, mama. Upon the currents, me in no hurry. I wonder if you heard me. I told you don't worry. The river takes care of me. River want a therapy. Ride the river, mama. Ride the river, mama, from morning to the night. Surge the river over, I'm surging for a bite. I grab my pole, throw my net, hope I might get a catch. Ride the river, mama. Let's ride the river. Let's ride the river, mama. Ride the river, let's ride the river, mama.
Awesome. What was the title of that song?
It was called River Blues.
Blues.
Pretty simple song.
So do you think of yourself mainly as a blues artist, or what would you kind of describe the genre of your music as?
I would say kind of like roots overall, but yeah, I definitely have a lot of blues stuff, a lot of folky type stuff.
What did you kind of start off playing? Because you play a lot of different instruments, obviously. Did you start with the guitar, the harmonica, or?
I mean, you could go as far back. Like originally, I played like violin when I was really young, but I actually can't even really play it much anymore. But I've been playing guitar like since I was about 14, and acoustic guitar only since I was about 21, which is too long ago now. yeah, I think slowly after getting acoustic, I got harmonica and the one-man band, the tambourine and everything. That's been since 2013. So just kind of slowly picking at each thing one at a time.
Yeah.
Decided to combine them all at that point.
Kind of do you start kind of playing with bands and then kind of migrated away from that to doing a solo act, or did something like inspire you to just do it all yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I've always like done the solo thing on the side, but yeah, you could say like the first 6-7 years of like 10, 12 years, I was doing a lot more bands, and the last band that was like the most active when that kind of fell apart, that was like 2012. I like really wanted to keep pursuing it as a solo artist, and you figure out pretty quickly that, you know, as a solo artist, like straight acoustic, it was a little harder to manage, especially coming from a full band sound. So it definitely motivated me to like do the one man band thing and come with more of a full sound. So
Yeah, and as a one-man band, you don't have to kind of have as many moving parts as like having a whole band to travel, and you've traveled a lot, I know. Do you have like any estimate like how many shows you've played as like a one-man band, and where you've been, what you've done? You want to just tell us a little bit about your traveling?
I guess, yeah, the quickest way to describe it would be like since 2013, I've played between 130 and 150 shows a year, and I think I've played 40 states. And I think actually in 2013, I played like 34 states that year alone. Like that was a very active like year. But basically since 2013 to 17, I was kind of like bouncing all over the country. Lived in California for a while, Colorado for a while. Yeah.
Very musical places. And
Yeah.
where are you? You're from Wisconsin, right? Originally, I read.
Originally from Wisconsin, yeah.
Wisconsin. What brought you kind of towards music? Did you have like in your early life, was there a lot of music around you, or what kind of makes you gravitate towards music?
I think I've just always been like, whatever the genre, I've just really been obsessed with like songwriters and just original material, and I loved it so much that like I was basically imitating or trying to write my own songs at like the ages of like 10, 12 years old, and like, you know, slowly that kind of evolved into something. But I guess it really just comes from an obsession. Like I don't have anyone in my family who plays. I think I have a great grandpa who played violin, but that's about it. So.
And kind of as you gravitated towards music at first, do you have like a lot of musical influences you can kind of credit towards your sound, or is this just like what comes out when you write?
Yeah, I guess you could say like the acoustic kind of root sound. I mean, some favorites would be, I guess I was kind of starting out with like Johnny Cash, John Prine sort of thing, and then like more modern stuff would be like Ben Harper, like John Butler Trio. What am I thinking? More recently, you know, like I love like Chris Stapleton or Sturgill Simpson, kind of like rock blues stuff. But I mean, really anything, you know. Over the years, you know, I try to just like be influenced by as many different styles and artists as possible. But I think I always kind of lean back on the blues and the
that like country
folk rock thing.
I dig it. It's cool. Do you want to play us another song?
Sure. Get a sip of water here.
Oh yeah, hydrate.
Switch these harmonicas up. And yeah, these first 3 songs are all from my most current album, which this next song is the title track to, and it's called Little Courage. And like on the album, it's a 50-50 album, like half one-man band, half full band. On the album, this song is a full band song, so now you're getting the one-man band version. It's called Little Courage. A little courage gonna get you far. Some confidence will take you to the stars. A little kindness for your wretched heart might tear these chains apart. Nobody told me go and work for myself. They thought my boss should be somebody else. But was no love like the music I felt. I thought, hell, I might as well take control of my soul and my whole destiny. Future holds, but I am manifesting. Well, I listen to the wind, look to the stars. It'll give me a glimpse of who we are. When you speak from within, you seek from the heart. Little courage gonna get you far. What gets you waking every aching morn? What breaks your heart until it's torn? What brews inside like a wild storm? Been your drive since the day you was born. We only live in once, they say, so we must cherish what we're given today. Before you watch it fade all away, take some time to pave your way. You take control of your soul and your whole destiny. Future holds, but you are manifesting. When you listen to the wind, look to the stars, it'll give you a glimpse of who you are. When you speak from within, you seek from the heart. Little courage gonna get you far. Take control of my souls and our whole destiny. Future could be what we are manifesting. When we listen to the wind, look to the stars, it'll give me a glimpse of who we are. When you speak from within, you seek from the heart. Little courage gonna get you far. A little courage gonna get you far. A little courage gonna get you far.
Awesome. That was Little Courage by Jacob Green, and that is the title track off your newest album. When did that album come out?
Actually at the beginning of this year, but I've been put out like 3 music videos in this year since it came out. So
Awesome. And
catch my breath here.
that was a really big song. How many albums have you put out as a solo artist?
Oh, geez, too many. No, I guess like realistically only like 2 professionally. I would like to say, but like in the years of traveling, I was constantly recording, releasing, and it's all just like a learning experience. Now I just have like a large back catalog, which I can kind of pick the best stuff. And if you're a new fan, it's all new to you. So.
Yeah, exactly. And when you record an album, what does that kind of look like for you? Because I imagine you're more of like a live performer. You've got that kind of presence to you. Do you like sit down and go to a studio and record everything, or are you kind of constantly tweaking things? And what does your kind of songwriting process look like too?
Well, as far as the the one-man band songs, I do it like completely live, like as live a sound as I could get, so try to capture, the moment. And I basically would just record the song multiple times to get the best take. But as far as full bands can go, especially more recently, with everyone kind of in their own spaces and whatnot, like just about a year ago, I went to a studio downtown. I can't think of what it is, but I recorded a bunch of drum tracks with a drummer, and so it's just given me like all this time to go back and just like add my own parts to them. And I got like a keyboard player from like Boulder, a backup player from Boston, and violin player from Wisconsin. So just kind of
cool.
it could be the Little Courage album. The full band songs were all done at a Boston studio, Plaid Dog Studios, with mainly studio musicians. But the other half, the one-man band stuff, was all done in my home studio, which is, that can just be in the home studio. You have the luxury to just re-record everything, edit, tweak, as long as you feel like it. And so I like having that comfortability to just have the freedom to almost like what sound you want to get to, but you don't necessarily know how it's always going to turn out. So.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of one thing that's really cool about a one-man band. You control every aspect of this, so you kind of you don't have to worry about like telling a drummer what to do. You just do it. But also with that, I feel like there's this tendency to kind of want to perfect every aspect. What is kind of the one thing that you're focusing on most when you're playing? Is it all guitar and just everything else is just kind of there, or? For me, it would be harmonica, because it's like kind of like vocals and also harmonica and all over the place.
I would say guitar is kind of the driving force, but it's almost like the downbeat or the one like has to continually hit that with the guitar. So they almost have to be like really in sync with each other, which is almost kind of like the simplicity of it, because like most of the time you tap your foot anyways when you're sitting around playing.
Yeah.
So
Can you actually describe for viewers, or listeners, not viewers, they can't see what's happening. Can we tell them about your setup here?
So the Stomp Box, it's basically made out of 2x4s and plywood, and what is it? Maybe, I don't know, 2 feet by 3 feet or something. And it goes under my feet, and on the left side you have this square hole, which kind of projects more of the bassy tones. And if it was a more amped up show, I'd put like a kick drum mic under there, give some more bass. And then I wear this very simple, just like foot tambourine. It's literally what it's called. And just gives it that, I guess it's the 2 beat, but it's kind of like the snare sound that I'm going for. And they both just have that bassiness to them. And it's like, the heel gives it a little more kick.
Yeah, do you ever stand and perform? I feel like I would like dance on that.
Not as a one-man band. No,
yeah.
I had this band I have back in Wisconsin, River Water Tribe. We were kind of like bluegrassy. We had like a washboard player, and like a couple of those shows, I'll like stand on top of this, and it's just like certain moments of the song I'll stomp, but it's kind of difficult to stomp and stand, or I haven't figured it out yet. But if you're a John Hartford fan, yeah, he's the man.
And so, as you kind of have been recording, when you write songs, are these like songs that you've written and you've been playing forever and like you just got down and like recorded them, or do you write songs to have like on an album?
It's a mixture of both, and I never write like anything to be on anything. Like I'm kind of like very slow in some, because like 90% of the time when a song comes to me, it's like the melody, usually the chorus, and maybe a verse. And I never force like the rest of the song to come. Like I literally would just like, I'll let it come back naturally, if that's 6 hours or 6 months, like literally, or 6 years. It's happened. But I kind of just, and that's what I kind of like having such a large back catalog, because now I can kind of just like, whether it's old songs or new songs, you can kind of like have a theme to an album. So I would say like Little Courage like overall has like a bluesy rock theme, and like the new stuff I've been working on has a more like folky rock. But it's just kind of like, these songs sound better together back to back, whether if they're old or new. And I try to do it all naturally, organic.
Find the
songwriting.
Vibe. Awesome. Do you want to play us another one?
Sure. On that note, this song is called Naturally.
Oh, what a transition.
But yeah, well, funny enough, like this song, I had the chorus, I had all the music, one whole verse written for years. In the studio, still had no second verse, and it came out, I don't know, an hour before we recorded it. So. It was called Natural. I guess you never really know. You got the strength to let it go. Can always tell if you were kind or done with what you left behind. I guess it only goes to show we always get what we owe. And then it always clear to see, but change will come naturally. If the tide gon' roll, did it guide my soul? There's a crashing shore, give me passion more. If the lightning strikes, may it shine light to the path I lead. May it come naturally. It ain't the how the story goes, the truth will always be exposed. No sense in putting up a front, you never get what you want. I guess it only goes to show we always get what we owe. But that ain't always clear to see, but change will come naturally. If the tide gon' roll, let it guide my soul. There's a crashing shore, give me passion more. If the lightning strikes, may it shine the light to the path I lead. May it come naturally. If the tide roll, let it guide my soul. There's a crashing shore, give me passion more. If the lightning strikes, may it shine the light to the path I lead. May it come naturally.
Awesome. And I was going to ask you, what do you usually write about? I think, do you have any particular influences, or are you kind of whatever comes in your life you write about, or?
Yeah, like it's all like experience, I guess. A lot of traveling songs, occasional love songs, and then about like 7 years ago, I was doing more like environmentally conscious sort of things, and I actually wrote the official March Against Monsanto song,
Whoa,
which was like
that's
I got
sick.
to perform at all these protests from like 2013 to 16, and it was really cool. But yeah, overall, whatever comes naturally on that note.
And you said you have a daughter. Is she little? You said you moved here because of your daughter. Is she
Yes.
3, or is
She's just turned 3 in October.
is she musical at all? Do you play for her?
Yeah, most definitely. She actually has special needs, but yeah, she is like a huge fan of music, and ironically, she really likes like soul music, like 70s soul.
That's sick.
But yeah, she got really good rhythm and hums and.
That's like one thing I love, little kids who like either their parents are like really musical or they just like are always in the music scene. I grew up following Fish around, so like I was like a little Fish kid. But like I love little kids who just like love music. So I think that's always so cool when musicians have kids who are like little. It's very exciting. But kind of what are you're kind of settled in Vermont for a little while here. Do you kind of plan on staying here for a while and kind of basing your music here, or do you want to keep traveling once we're able to again?
It's kind of up in the air. I mean, for the most part, I'm settling down, and like, you know, when things were back in the good old days. I used to, like, in the summer especially, just kind of branch out to, like, all New England, upstate New York, Maine, Massachusetts. But for the rest of the year, yeah, I did a lot of just all over Vermont and a good amount of New Hampshire. But I used to, about once or twice a year, I do like little tours back to Wisconsin. I still have family and friends there, and reunite with whatever band members are still around and whatnot. But I haven't done that since, well, I guess I did it last summer. Yeah, 2019. So
That's really cool. Yeah, so Wisconsin and Vermont, what's the music scene like? Where in Wisconsin are you from?
I'm from a town, it's right on the border of Illinois. It's called Beloit, which I did kind of start with a band there, but really I kind of got, my feet wet or whatever you want to call it in Milwaukee. So that was kind of a more predominant scene. And Milwaukee's like a really, like a neighborhood city. Like there's not a whole lot of skyscrapers and kind of similar to this, but a lot bigger and whatnot. And I lived in this cool neighborhood called River West, and it was like a poor artist community. So.
That's sick. So do you like Burlington's music scene? Are you from Burlington? Or are you from?
No, I actually live on the other side of the state. But yeah, I definitely always enjoy coming over here because it's always like, I think they kind of like promote the original thing more, and it's just overall more opportunity and whatnot. I think the last time I was here, I did the cool BCA like on Church Street in the summer. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Burlington's got awesome music opportunities. Kind of speaking of that, do you have any like musical goals for yourself? Like, are you working towards anything as a musician, or are you just kind of trying to enjoy what you're doing and travel around?
That's a good question. I guess in a way, I'm always trying to become more successful. And I mean, as of now, because I guess I successfully made a living as a live musician. So now I'm really trying to like figure out what I can do online or like with the original studio material more. And it's just a lot of goals right now. I just have so much stuff I'm recording. I'm just trying to like complete it all and figure out what to do with it. And
yeah, I think that's one of the beauties of COVID is like you're kind of able to sit down and focus on you, not like where you're going. And are you like doing any live streams and stuff like that, or are you just kind of focusing on like recording and perfecting that?
I kind of do them randomly from my own house. I did one in August at the Robot Dog in Williston, so that was a cool one. And I think for the winter, especially since we're cooped up a little more, I might try to do something like every Wednesday or Tuesday, like get a I don't want to compete with you guys. No.
Yeah, no, make it Tuesdays. And kind of since you've been playing for so long, have you seen yourself evolve from not only just like COVID, like perfecting things, but like as a musician, where do you kind of see yourself going?
Yeah, I think, well, I really don't think I have the best voice, but I know like I used to have like a way worse voice, so I can at least like hear the improvement in that now. And I guess, there's like a sound, or for me, there's like a sound in my head that I want to get to, and I've like heard it since I was, 20, and you're still trying to get there. And like everything you do, you're slowly getting there, but yeah, I guess the goal or anything in general is just keep writing and keep as long as it's still exciting and it's still enjoying it. Like you still get that excitement about writing a new song. Like as long as that's still strong, to me, there's like that's the whole point of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if you can't figure it out financially.
Yeah, as long as you're happy.
Totally.
But kind of, do you have any like favorite memories that you've had from all of your years of traveling? Like, do you have like one peak experience that you're like, this is like my musician peak? Or just a cool memory?
I've done some like pretty just crazy places as a one-man band, but a really cool place I did. It was it's down in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's the Blue Plate Special, WDVX, and like it's like you're on the stage and there's all these blue plates, and these blue plates like have people perform there. It's literally like bluegrass legends, like just all on the plate. So I actually got there when I first started doing the one-man band, and I was like kind of shocked that I made it on there. But it was just, yeah, it was kind of a surreal moment to be on that stage. So I've watched a lot of people on there. So
that's really awesome.
Yeah.
And kind of as we maybe hopefully eventually transition back to normal, do you have like anywhere you'd like want to play? Like when we can play again live, where do you want to play for sure?
I always had a great thing Switchback. They always booked me at the Flint on Fire. I always loved doing that. And I was supposed to do, with my full band, the Gism Crow this summer, like opening for G-Love and the Wailers, Devil Makes 3. But that is rescheduled to July of 2021. So I'm still booked for that. But yeah, that was something I was like really looking forward to. But I think in general I like playing breweries. Like, I mean, I like bars, but
Vermont's
breweries,
got good breweries too.
they're like they're not as dark, and it's a little more. I like beer instead of liquor.
And I guess we're kind of getting towards the end. Do you have how many more songs do you have?
I was just gonna do one and
cool.
a subtle
So
note.
if you want to play us out, that would be
Cool.
yeah, and then we'll do some.
Into
Hee.
This is actually a title track off my previous album, which is more of a folky theme. And yeah, this song is all about keeping a good spirit during the difficult times. Hopefully it's something we can relate to right now. And it's called Good Spirit, just like my shirt says here. Tell me what your secret is, secret to live. I get so amazed how you wanna go dead without a good spirit. Tell me what would happen if we lost your presence. It's like we fell down the hill, lost heaven's sand. Keep a good spirit wherever you may go. Keep a good spirit down in your soul. Yes, I'm bound to hear it, many bound to ignore. Keep a good spirit like an X in your core. Never was a victim, never was quite innocent. Good hope and good wisdom, good charm with forgiveness. Come to bear witness, one who's less privileged, who cannot achieve this without good spirit. So when you keep a good spirit wherever you may go, keep a good spirit way down in your soul. 'Cause I'm bound to hear it, many bound to ignore. Well, you keep a good spirit like an X in your core. Keep a good spirit wherever you may go. Keep a good spirit down in your soul. Somebody hear it, and you're bound to ignore. Will you keep a good spirit like eggs in your core?
Awesome. That was Good Spirit by Jacob Green. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. I had so much fun.
Thanks for having me.
Love your music, and I hope you'll be able to play live sometime. I can come see you live. I think you'd be really awesome in front of a big crowd.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think we're all missing live music a little extra right now. But can you tell listeners where they can find your music and your shows and all of your merch? They can get shirts just like yours.
Yeah, totally. These Good Spirit shirts are on sale right now. You can just go, you find everything on jacobgreenmusic.com. That's green just like the color, no E at the end. And, or facebook.com/jacobgreenmusic. Jacob Green Music Official on YouTube. And, yeah. Like I said, I got a lot of cool merch on my shop right now. And hopefully I'll be attempting to go do more live streams myself, so.
Awesome. Follow him, definitely. He's awesome. This has been Rocket Shop on 105.9 FM, The Radiator, WOMMLP, Burlington. I've been your host, Genevieve Rossi, and tune in next week to listen to our guest, Will Krulak. Thanks, y'all. Have a great night.